pause. I'm not chasing this. All right, took a trade here. Not real happy with my entry point. Got could have got burnt here. Come in off of this low right there. It went up to here. The 50 bar MA is down. I should have shorted from 63 and stayed in. I could have been up here. That's where I got to be better. Be a better trader. We could go after the lows today, though. So let's play it until we see something. Come 20 ticks off of that right there. Let's call it 69 for now. Our exit point will give us plus 10 today. So we'll hold there. Just trying to double up my gain today. I almost got my ass handed to me. I was looking at this 10-minute chart right here, and I went, a failure of this bar is where I went short from. And so right now it's working out, but it wasn't the best trade setup, especially when the real short signal's way up here. There's nothing here. This isn't that parabolic move from yesterday, so we can easily run the lows now if it wants to come down. That's why I like the trade, but I didn't like my setup. I waited too long to get short there. That's the stuff that I have to be better trader. All right, we're going to hold our stop one tick above the high of this bar. Going to be looking at 50 ticks. We'll hold 30. That's about right there at 50, 30 ticks. Be about plus 50 ticks. We're going to hold roughly. You know what? Let's just go ahead and hold it now. Let's not look that gift horse in the mouse that was right in front of me there. Starting to get violent down here. The easy money was made a long time ago when I was shorting from 92 and 93, and I just, this is the hard money. This is a stupid money. This is where the stupid money trades. And I was a stupid guy today. I got lucky to pull out 30 ticks today. Very lucky. You know, easy money was made a long time ago. Easy money was where I was trying to short originally. and all the things that I was talking about in front of that, there was the easy money. Even the 10-minute chart was screaming what to do here. And they didn't turn over here, but you could have found the underneath charts to get you in. Uh, don't let the gift horse in the mouth. Being able to pull out 30 ticks on a trade that I should have had no business being in. 1, 2, 3, 4 bars down, and I'm shorting it off the first up bar and shorting it down. Mm, 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 mm. Big ass trading mistake there. I got lucky to be able to stay in it. Went to 71, 73 right there. No, easy money was up here. It's a dollar, well, not quite. Yeah, I guess it was a dollar move. Dollar move from here to here. Dumb, 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 dumb. Ugh. Beat myself up for a little longer and then I'm going to be done. And I'm done on the day. I'm not going to mess around with it anymore. It's 11 o'clock my time. Um, the biggest problem that I had about shorting today was I didn't see volume. Volume wasn't giving me any help up here against the highs. It was a tiebreaker scenario the whole time. These bars, this is what threw me today, to be honest. Let me talk about this and then we're going to wrap it up. So this is what threw me today. Then I see this, so I know I wanted to be short. So I was attempting the shorts here. So I had the right idea of when to come in. This is where I was coming in, and it just barely gets up here. I should have held above this area here. I would have been able to catch a dollar move, another 100 tick move here today. At minimum, I would have been able to pull out 50 ticks. Maybe I get caught on that, or I could keep it above here. Most likely I stay in this trade though on the blue line. If I had the tortoise side of the trade on, now most likely I'm still in it through here. I would have shifted to 200 to the 100 bar. Maybe shifted to the 50 bar. I might have come out right in here. This would have been a good exit for me. I'd have been fine with that. Definitely out now though. I would not hold on to it any longer. I'd be out now for sure. I don't like the way that moved off the bottom there. That was a violent up move. And then it could do either or now. It could come up here and do this and come down, or it could be a parabolic move that brings it all the way back up through here, knocking out some stops. It can do whatever the hell it wants to do. That's one thing the market can do, right? One thing you're going to learn as a trader when you're trading is the market will do whatever the hell it wants to do in any given day. That's what the market does. The market likes to mess with you. I knew what I wanted to do up here. I knew I wanted to sell up there. I just didn't have the balls. Let's face it right now. I didn't have the balls to stay in the trade when it retraced on me. And it just barely went higher. But it didn't go higher than that. So let's go back to the trade itself. This is stuff that I have to be better with. I mean, I saw it. I watched it. I was watching this whole time. I knew it was a GAN signal. Let me do this again. So I knew it was a GAN signal. It was the way I like to do it, except it had one more up move than I was expecting. But I knew that if we were going to test here, I thought we'd test a little bit higher. So that's what threw me right there. I thought we would come back and come up again a little bit higher, because yesterday we tested that other line, remember? We went up to that other line up there around the 17 mark. And so I was thinking we'd go back up to 17 or so. Was that around 37, 17? I thought we'd go up there again. So I didn't think at this point that was going to be the high at 36.99 today. I thought we'd come up a little bit further. So it threw me. So that's why I was aggressively stop placement. But then, honestly, I knew 63 was a great trade to be right in it here when it broke through all this area right here. So here's your neckline break off of what I would call a Ziggy Man. I usually call this Ziggy Man. Show you what I mean. So this whole area right there, it's like it works as a head and shoulders. So there's your head, 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 and this is your Ziggy Man line right here. But you had this through here. So being short underneath that would have been a high probability trade setup that I didn't take either. And that had a lot to do with what was going on here. Volume didn't give me an indication. I don't have enough experience trading MACD take this on yet. I just didn't have a really solid setup. The MACD was showing that it was done. I'm just not comfortable enough yet on MACD to take on that. So this was the setup right there finally. Right in there. So I was right. That's good that I saw it. So on one side, I'm proud that I saw it. The other part of that is let's keep it and catch it. See what the market's doing right now. Oh yeah, put a fork in it for now. That might be the bottom of the day, of the move right now. The Dow is not giving you any help though. It was up 600 something points. Now it's down to only 200. Is that going to end up negative on the day today? I bet it does. People don't want to hold long over the weekend knowing that there's a lot of crap going on. Texas, Arizona, showing more cases. 90% capacity in Texas in the ICU. A lot of negative news coming out right now. All right, I am going to wrap it up myself. I'm going to take my measly 30 ticks that I got today and be thankful that I'm sitting up on my account right now in step 2. So I'm 700 away from 32 right now to move into pro funded. And I'm on day 2, by the way, in FTP after reset. I'm in day 2. And I waited to reset for about a week or so because I wanted to get some experience and do some studying and testing. I still need a little bit more experience on the MACD. I'm not comfortable using it yet, but I'm seeing some validity because I'm struggling with the Williams percent R when it hits zeros. And all the bounded indicators do this, doesn't matter. Stochastics, RSI, CCI, they all have that bounded side about them. MACD doesn't though. So, but MACD by itself I don't think is a strong enough indicator to trade. And I like volume. Volume gives me some clues. But it did not give me clues today. When we look back at this period right here, let me get let's use this today. When we look at that right there, this was throwing me off. These were all equal volume. And Williams percent R wasn't helping me. So I was in a tiebreaker, but I also knew that the market could go back here to retest. We talked about this, and you can go back in the video and you'll hear me talk about the retest of this area. This is where I was expecting, but I was really expecting, and unfortunately, to my detriment, I thought we'd go up a little higher up to that and retest the 17 level where we were yesterday. We didn't. We went up to about a better way of looking at it would bring over an hourly chart, or let's go grab our hourly chart. Yeah, here it is. Let me stop screen share that. There's my hourly chart. So here's yesterday right there. This is what I caught yesterday coming down. And here's today and then coming down. Wait a minute, that's not correct. Or was it here? It was right here yesterday. Excuse me. Or was it right up here? No, this is where it was, right here. It came up through to here in the hourly chart right here. Get my screen draw tool so you can see what I'm talking about. So this is where I thought we would get to. Incorrectly though, obviously the market had another thing, but I thought we would go retest that level right there. I didn't think that we'd stop and right there. I thought we'd come up one more time, and I was incorrect about my obviously incorrect. And you can see what the market did after that. Had a nice little sell here. You can't really use a GAN on an hourly though. 4 times through on a GAN. It works. Like you see it right here. 1, 2, 3, and then 4 coming up. But it's a difficult setup. It works best. My GAN signals work best on tick charts. Keep that in mind when you're setting up your own trading strategy. If you decide to take on that 4th time through with GAN and as part of your setup, use it on a tick chart. Especially a quick moving tick chart are the best ways to find them, in my humble opinion. I'm running with a 111 tick chart now. That helps me. All right. I'm going to wrap it up right here. So this is Dave Knight here from 123 Day Trade. I'm going to count my blessings. I was lucky to come out alive today. I'll see you on the next video I put together. Bye for now.